welcome back to Balancing Life with Bonnie. I'm very excited if you are returning for episode 3. Today we are going to be talking about ways to raise your endorphin levels. For those of you who may not know the dictionary definition, endorphins are hormones that are secreted by the brain and the nervous system that have positive physiological effects. Many of the ones that I will list are ones that I've experienced, and there are a couple in this list that I have not done, but some of you out there may have done. Even little amounts of endorphins are very beneficial to the human body, and sometimes we lose track of the things that bring us joy in life and that make us happy. So the first one is meditation. Since getting out of college, I have done it, here and there, but I know people who do it every single day, and it is one of the most beneficial things for them. So if you haven't done meditation and you seem to be struggling to bring happiness and joy into your life, meditation might be the component that you're missing. The next one, which I know a lot of people do, is getting exercise. Now that could be anything from Zumba, which I do myself, taking a run, going for a hike, everything. Just anything that gets you moving, gets your blood pumping, gets your lungs working, anything that honestly requires movement. The next one, I don't actually do this with the proper channel of a diffuser, but aromatherapy and essential oils are good for releasing endorphins. The olfactory senses in our body are very, very strong, and that's why when people smell something and it brings them back to a memory, it's so potent, it's so strong, it's so powerful. And I think that's why I enjoy essential oils so much. We actually decided to scratch dryer sheets all together and use like the little lint balls with lavender essential oils to make our clothes obviously smell nice, but it's not so bad on the use of the dryer. The next one, which I don't think many people really think about, is performing an act of kindness or volunteering. When you give back, you tend to release endorphins more than being the one to receive the act of kindness. So even just simply opening the door, that small level of endorphins can progress your day in a more positive manner. Another one, which people don't really get the chance to do very often, is getting a massage or going to a sauna. Releasing the sweat and toxins from your body or moving around muscles of the body help to secrete endorphins, surprisingly enough. So even if you give yourself a foot rub because you were walking a lot that day or you were wearing a pair of heels, it actually tends to secrete endorphins, and not a lot of people know that. The next one is getting sun. Now I know for some people, they prefer going to a tanning bed or using a self-tanner so that they're not in the sun, but the positive effect of actually being in the sun, controlled, of course, not getting burnt to a crisp, is receiving great amounts of vitamin D, which many people in the world lack. I even realized this about myself by going to the doctor and them saying, well, you're vitamin D deficient, so it would be good to be on vitamin D. But one of the natural ways you can get vitamin D into your body, hence releasing endorphins, is by getting some vitamin D from the sun. So the next one, which I think we all do, but we probably could do a little bit more, is finding laughter in your everyday life. If you don't live in a family that is very comical or funny or witty, I tend to have a dad that does. If you are not in a situation where laughter is an everyday occurrence, you can find it by FaceTiming a friend who is, watching your favorite comedian, finding a comedy series on Netflix that you haven't watched before, discovering new things about yourself that tend to make you laugh and the type of humor that you tend to go towards. The next one, which I tend to do a lot, especially if I'm away from home for long periods of time, is cleaning and organizing. I've grown to do this more often over the last few years since watching the series on Netflix with Marie Kondo. I have a greater appreciation for even the tiniest socks that I have in my drawer because of this woman. And I know a lot of people who tend to get a little lazy when it comes to cleaning them after themselves and organizing stuff, but it really does have long-term benefits physically to the space you live in, but also to your health. The next one, which I had absolutely no idea, is eating something spicy. If anyone has done that before and realized that they've been happier because they enjoy things that are spicy, leave it in the comments below, because I tend to, when I get wings or nachos, I always ask if it's mild or can I get it mild. I don't have a very eclectic palate when it comes to spice. Otherwise, I would have to have a glass of milk sitting next to me at every spicy food that I eat. The next two kind of go hand in hand, but the last one is actually the most important to me, so I'm gonna leave that one for last. My second to last one is creating something. If you write songs, if you like to write plays, If you're a crafter and you like going to Michael's and picking up arts and crafts, if you like to stencil, draw, paint. I know a lot of people who journal, including myself, and dancing and singing. Those are probably the two strongest components that tend to release endorphins more than anything else. And that's why arts education is so important. And the last one is music. Have you ever wondered why people tend to lean towards one type of music or genre over another? Well, that's because that genre releases more endorphins for that particular individual than any other genres. Go figure. I know that there are many, many more ways to release endorphins out there that I didn't get to put on this list, but if you have any that I could add to my daily life, of course, I would love to hear them, so leave them in the comments below and I will check in on those. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this released some endorphins for you. I know that I tend to go to YouTube to watch funny dog and cat videos all the time because that releases endorphins for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.